Hey guys, it's me, Garrett Blanchard, and I'm really excited to tell you about my brochure project today. The theme of my project is actually the National Park Service. This year is the centennial of the National Park Service, so they're doing all sorts of events and things, and it's a lot of people are really excited about it. So I decided to make a brochure talking about the history of the National Park Service, as well as inspiring people to experience America's nature and stuff like that. So I did an offset brochure, and I was really excited. I found this great image on unsplash.com, and I made sure that it went over the whole cover and off onto this other page on the offset, and it turned out really nicely. I was really glad that it was able to bleed over and that it was so smooth, and I was really happy with this. I like this image so much that I took out a lot of the greens from here to do a monochromatic color scheme throughout the whole project. And I actually used those colors to create my logo, which is for a photography company that kind of sponsors this, and I made it up, but would be able to do that, called Solar Photography. So I made that little solar, that's the O, and I used these greens, and I was able to use it throughout the project. On the inside, I used a couple other photos. We got these bears here, and then also this deer. This is my text wrap. I went in and cut around that. It was actually kind of difficult, but I feel like I learned a lot from that. How to cut it, make it nicely, and do the text. I used these greens here in the headings. Some of that same green to tie it all in together. And then I tried to have a lot of unity, try to bring things together and have repetition. So I have those greens, and I also have the solar logo in a couple places, and tried to really have that repetition and bring everything together. As well as all the pictures, I tried to have the same colors and the same kind of feel to them. Here on the back, you've got another picture of the forest and some more of those greens, and just talking a little bit more about Solar Photography, the sponsor. And I use this tan. I actually pulled that right out of this picture as well, and that goes with it. I tried to keep it all together. I learned a lot, I think, from this project about unifying an image visually, and with those colors and repetition and using multiple images, but trying to make them come together for the same message. I also learned a lot about printing drafts. I printed and reprinted this one a lot. So I print it and then change a few things and then print another draft, and it really helped me see the difference in how it laid out on the page. Another thing I also learned is that the library has an awesome cutter. It's better than that one in the Sporty, so if anybody ever needs to use that. But I also I learned a lot about using the different things that we've learned throughout the semester to create something really cool that I was proud of. Something I'd like to do better is I feel like I could have put more time into I guess the content of what I wrote in the copy, and really have when you're reading it, have the same feel as the images and the rest of it. I feel like I could have written that better now that I'm looking at it right now. As well as maybe I liked what I did with the logos, repeating them, but somehow do that better. I'm still trying to figure out how I would have done that, or maybe align this better or put it somewhere else. And maybe that would have been better. But overall, I'm proud of what I did, and I'm really happy with everything that I've learned, and it was a great project. Thank you all, and let me know what you think about it, and leave some comments.